and welcome to a brand new podcast episode on the Holistic Business and Life Mastery Show. I'm your show host, Supriya Roy, Holistic Business and Marketing Coach. Hey, we're diving into a really hot topic today, which is all about to help you save money in your holistic business. And I'm going to share 3 ways you can do this. And if you're looking to increase your profitability, your productivity, and run a sustainable business, then this episode is for you. By the end of this episode, you should have practical tips and ways to apply what I'm sharing with you in your day-to-day business activities to help you improve your money, your bottom line, your take-home pay, to increase your ability to think how you can use the money that you have and even use the money that you are making. And also I'll share with you a little about how you can join our 90-day boot camp on enrolling new clients. That will help you increase your top line. As a result, with these strategies, you're also going to improve your bottom line. Let's look at the first strategy, shall we? Number 1 is streamlining the tools that you currently use to, have sort of a system in your business. Now, a lot of people use emailing services, payment gateways, then they use website creators, funnel creators, and they may be all in different places. Like maybe you started to look at how to create a landing page and you got started with ClickFunnels. And they charge you a monthly fee. And then you might have then had to sign up for an emailing service, and then you signed up for AWS or Infusionsoft or something of that nature. Perhaps you're also paying for a subscription that allows you to serve your clients in a way with video content or a learning platform. And perhaps you're paying nominal fees, but you're still paying, or you're limited by however you pay. So have a look at where you're currently spending money on tech. And also perhaps you pay for G Suite. Google only provides you with a certain amount of memory, and then you would probably have to pay a monthly fee to then get that unlimited feature unlocked, so that you can, keep your records there, you can keep your files there. Have a sit down and make a list of all those softwares and, platforms that you're using that is charging you a fee. Okay, and once you have added them up, they may not cost you much at all. You might find that, it's just like $150 or $200 a month, or maybe even less. Okay, then I want you to actually look at what value might you get from having everything in the same place. Something that allows you to send emails and not send emails, to the right people that have unsubscribed, you keep them in a separate list, and then people that do subscribe, you send them to, you have the same list. Think about an all-in-one system. Have you found one for your space yet? Or is there something out there already that you have been thinking about getting, but then you're hesitant because you're not sure about, being able to keep up paying those fees? Sometimes you don't streamline your tools and software because you are scared that your business might not succeed. And then you hold off on those long-term decisions because you're in the short-term thinking. So what I'm going to share with you is a little tip that is coming from our 90-day bootcamp, which is where we help you simplify and automate your systems to save both time and money and help you focus on making long-term moves that will help you clear your mind and be more focused on serving your clients. The tip is, if there was such a system, what would that system allow you to do based on what you are currently doing in all these other systems? Like maybe you're using different providers. What is your process currently? Are you aware of them? Once you get clear about it, you will find that you'll be able to streamline the way you do things. And then when you want to do any marketing activities, when you want to do any sales activities, then you can actually find the tech tool that will be able to give you that in an all-in-one space, and neuroscience has backed this as well, which will prevent you from context switching, which is like, when we change from window to window, that's called context switching. And that's really harmful for the brain. So when you are looking at, say, Google, and then you have to switch to Word, then you have to switch to Excel, all of these switches actually cut your focus off and diminish your concentration. And what you really want is a streamlined interface that you're looking at, and it's like the headquarters of everything that you do related to marketing and sales. You might be wondering, well, Supriya, is there such a thing? Yes, there is. We're actually building something in the back end for our clients that we serve. But then again, that's not the point today. The point is, if you want something that is so tailored to your needs, you must first get clear about what is it that you do and how is it that you do it currently, and what is it costing you in time and money. Look at that so that once you're clear about what stays and what goes, and if you were given such a system, then hey, how much would you be saving in time and money? And perhaps you're someone that has never worked out what your time is worth in dollar value. So if you would like to learn how to work that out, then send us a message. We would love to share with you a free tool. Well, it's given to our private clients, but we also share it within our community. This free tool will help you work out your time's value so that you can see if you're spending 2 extra hours on doing these activities that are actually stealing 2 hours that you could be spending with paying clients, then that puts money back in your pocket instead of taking money out of your pocket. Make sense? So go ahead and do that exercise and work out, what is your current expense, and what if you could streamline, what if you could bring it all in to one all-in-one software system, a way to do it. How would that look for you? What would you actually need in your business, the way you do things, and for what purpose you do them? Let's move to strategy number 2, which is talking about Let's go to strategy number 2. And strategy number 2 is about evaluating your marketing spend. Many holistic businesses don't make any money, but then they are spending on ads. And when I say they don't make any money is, you may have 1 or 2 clients, but then if you're spending on ads, that's money out of your pocket before you've made it. So why spending on ads is a bad idea when you don't have any, like a solid amount of paying clients, is because without having a strategy in place for your ad spend, you're really just spending money, hoping, if you're crossing your fingers and you're doing hope marketing. So in our 90-day bootcamp, we're going to show you how to use organic and how to implement organic strategies into your business and marketing strategies, then you'll be able to double down on what's working through paid ads. Then you know that, hey, if I double down on this, like it's almost like you're betting on the horse that is the fastest for you, you're going to actually win. You're going to have more money coming in, more than even if you're spending money, then you're going to have a certain amount back in return. And that's a good return on investment. That's a good investment. So what are those efforts that work for you organically? Ask yourself that. What are those efforts that you're doing that are effortlessly bringing you those clients that you currently have? Some of you may not be spending on ads at all, okay? But then you might have a strategy like a referral strategy, right? You have a lot of people being sent to you through word of mouth and referrals. And perhaps you've got joint ventures, or you partner with your colleagues or mentors or some sort of a strategy like that. And that brings you your enrollments. Okay, so if that is your strategy, that is really, it's dependent on word of mouth. It's dependent on what other people do for you. How about you? What are you doing naturally to be able to attract more people to you? Could you think of one strategy that is working even while you're sleeping? Yeah, what is that for you? And is it working though? What would we mean by the statement that, do you have a strategy that is working in your sleep is, do you have a marketing funnel that actually gets a perfect stranger that would be your perfect customer to not even know you, right? But there is a strategy in place, a method in place that will help them make a buying decision to sign up with you, having not even met you. Okay, and it's happening for you because you've set that up. It's not dependent on, it doesn't switch on when your referral parties switch on. It doesn't happen only when people think of you as giving, a referral by word of mouth, but it's happening all the time. It's on all the time. What is that strategy? And have you had result through that where someone has bought? If that is the case, then that's what you want to put your money behind. What I don't want you to do is look at where you have probably spent on print ads and probably spent on flyers, right? These are not good for your business if you don't have a marketing strategy in place. When we talk about this stuff, we go into looking at how you need to think before you create such ads, whether it be print or digital. And so in the bootcamp, we will deep dive into organic marketing strategies for your business to help you attract the high value clients without blowing your budget. Okay, it will be all directly related to what works, what doesn't for you. Let's look at strategy number 3 to save you and your business money. Look at optimizing your pricing, because your pricing is a way to save you money. One of the most overlooked ways of, saving money is by reviewing the way you have structured your pricing. How do you currently structure your pricing? What actually drives that decision? I'll tell you what the wrong way is. The wrong way is when you look around in the marketplace and you go, right, that is my competitor's rate, so I'm going to price it at this. Then comes your mindset of, well, I can't charge this much. I should charge this much based on whatever you think you should do. That's also not the right way. When you're doing those two things, when you're thinking that you're not worthy of charging a certain amount, or your decision is based on what your competitor is doing, and perhaps you've also got your industry mentors telling you that, oh, this is how much you can charge. I know where when I was a student, I was told that I should charge $90 for a 90-minute consultation. Then once I'm experienced, then I can charge $150 per session. Once again, this is a guide, this is a guideline they give you, but they're not giving you business advice. I'm giving you business advice, okay? Having been in business, that is not the way we price, and it's the incorrect pricing strategy. If you want to scale your business, if you ever want to have any time for yourself and build a business, if you just want to charge for your services to someone that's taking care of your rent, someone that's, got their own business, you're not thinking of yourself as running a business, then yeah, maybe you can charge per hour $90 or $150 per session. But if you are running your own business, you're a solopreneur, and you have the desire to, impact your client's life with your program, and you want to be a profitable solopreneur, then you want to be thinking of how you price your program that not only benefits your client, it actually makes you have a profit in the end. So what is your thinking at the moment? I want you to reassess the value that your programs offer and how you make sure your pricing actually reflects that. We also show you what an offer means in terms of marketing and sales versus an offer. It's a word that is like, well, I teach yoga classes, I teach Ayurveda, or I teach workshops. These are my offers. Okay, that is not an offer when it comes to pricing strategy. The offer, you can think of it like, this is an example actually I used in this week's marketing training that I was running. So think about 2 bottles of water with 2 labels on them. Okay, one costs $2, one costs 99 cents. What makes you buy the one that you buy? Yeah, it could be the same water that's in 2 bottles, except you are buying one over the other. What makes you buy the one that you choose? And this answer will be very different for very different people. Okay? And that's because every person will have a perceived value of the water they buy. And they will choose to pay $2 over 99 cents, or some will pay 99 cents with no clarity of what the difference actually is between the 2 bottles of water. There is no way to prove it when you buy it, right? So I'm just using that as an example. Now, you could obviously go and do more research, experiment with how different these 2 waters are to validate your thinking. But most people don't do that because it's a $2 investment versus a 99-cent investment. But the thinking is what we're really interested in, to help you assess the value you're providing and why the customer that is your ideal customer will value yours. That is the offer. That label, that pricing is the offer. Getting this? You have the same knowledge, same skill set as other people that graduated from the same courses you did. Except the difference is the value. How you propose it is more valuable to the person that you have made it for. So, one last example I want to give you about this is, so I did not charge just $150 because slowly after doing that in my, first few months, I realized people don't come back after that. And when I followed up, they hadn't managed to follow through on the plans that I gave them. Another thing I found out that it was really time consuming for me to consult them, then prepare their, reports and prepare the advice in a written format. And it was a lot of work that went behind the scene, and that did not make it a profitable pricing strategy, nor was it a very impactful strategy for the client. Even if I charged less for a follow-up session, it still wasn't a viable offer for me or the client, because ultimately the impact of those consultations was seemingly not so impactful, because if I was going to charge just by the time that they're spending with me, well, that's all they're getting, and they never got the results that they were seeking because they were left with just advice. And most people find it hard to follow advice because they lack the skills to follow through in the first place. So let's think about things like this and look at what value can we add really. So what I did instead, I created a transformation program that included consultations, that gave them the support to follow through on the same advice, and the cover on my proverbial water bottle became a transformation program instead of just water. So can you see how the value would be perceived higher? And is that trickery? Not really. It is authentically providing value and therefore helping me charge the value of that container. So in our 90-day bootcamp, we're going to teach you how to create irresistible offers that align with your dream clients. That way it's going to be targeted, and that way it will help you charge exactly what your offer is worth. Your efforts will be paid. Okay? And this is the thinking that you need to adopt to be able to be profitable. So when people buy from you around the Christmas time and, throughout the year, even if it's a gift voucher they're buying from you, they're going to know the value that they're purchasing. They're not just buying a service, they're buying a transformation. So let's think about the thinking about spending and saving. Okay. So what I'm asking you to do today in this podcast is look at how you look at spending. Is it really about saving, or is it about investing? Because what I'm asking you to do is think about it like this. It's not about how much money you spend, but exactly how you spend it. Okay? When you spend it with conscious thought, it brings back value to you. It's almost like buying your dream house with just $1,000. That's the strategy I'm teaching you. If you had just $10 in your pocket, it doesn't matter how much you were able to buy. It's about how effective what you can buy with that $10 will be for you in this time and moment. Once you have figured out that that is the thinking, when you do business, when you do work for yourself, when you want to be most effective in the way you spend your time, energy, and money, then you'll be able to save and look at things as an investment. And you always want to invest as less as possible and gain as much as possible. And it's not about being a tight ass. It's really about being smart. It's really about being intelligent. And it's also about being conscious. You getting this? So by adopting this mindset, you're going to start seeing saving and spending to be part of the same coin, which is all about consciously making decisions that guide your business to profitability while being calm. Okay, and give you long-term success. So let's talk about what you're ready to do now. Okay, if you're ready to stop leaking money in your business, if you're ready to start making smarter, more effective decisions that make your business choices profitable, then why not join our 90-day boot camp? We've got a waitlist happening. We're looking for our first 30 founders, and I'd love for you, if you resonate with this, go ahead and join the waitlist. And when we're ready, we're going to be ready very soon. We'd love to invite you on board. So let's wrap it up here today with the episode. We shared with you 3 steps to saving money in your holistic business. Step number 1, streamline your processes, your systems, and your tools. Step number 2, reevaluate the way you're spending marketing. And step number 3, optimize your pricing. Use the pricing strategy that actually generates profits and puts money back in your pocket. When you are doing these 3 things effectively, you are working less, you are generating more profit, and you are making clever decisions. You are becoming more intelligent in the way you invest your energy, time, and money through your business. Thank you for tuning in. It's so great to have a community of listeners that are doing what's required to build and grow their business, to make a change in the world. You're not just owning a business, you're making a difference in this world. So thank you for tuning in and pressing play. I love showing up every week, and I'd love to hear what you thought about this episode. Do feel free to add a review. Feel free to DM me, or I might hear from you through the bootcamp waitlist. Thanks so much again. I'll see you next week.